Welcome to the Peaceful Postpartum Vision Board Party. Now this is a party that is just for second-time mums, and it is specifically for second-time mums who are pregnant again and you felt like the first postpartum punched you in the face, like it was really, really rough, and you are looking for your redemption story. And this time you want a postpartum that just feels totally different from the first. One where you feel more relaxed, more present, more just confident through it, and most importantly, more healthy and more like yourself, and how you always wanted postpartum to go the first time, how you always hoped or imagined it would go the first time, but maybe went in a little naive or just didn't expect all the things that postpartum can throw at you. So maybe you're at the state now where you're pregnant, you're looking for the future, you're soaking in as much time as you can with your first while it's just you and them. And maybe when you think of postpartum, you're either avoiding it, you're thinking about it and like really preparing this time, or there's like something happening in the middle where you're like thinking about it and you want it to be good, but you're doing this delicate little dance with yourself where you want to get your hopes up but not too high in case it does come crashing down like the first time. So we are going to sort through all of this and we're going to find the through line into a postpartum that for you is going to feel so much better this time, and we are going to make a whole party out of it. We're going to walk away today, you'll walk away with at least 3 clear images. That's probably all you're going to need to put on a vision board. But most importantly, as well as having the vision of what you want postpartum to look and feel like this time, we're going to go deeper than that. That feels like a little bit surface level, but is powerful because it's going to give your mind something to anchor to. But today, we are going to do some energy work, some mindset shifts, some things underneath the scenes today that is going to feel so good, and it's going to help that little voice in your mind that keeps being wishy-washy between bracing yourself for postpartum and getting your hopes up. We're going to help your mind and your body really get on board with a postpartum that feels good, and we're going to help you actually believe that, because part of you might be sitting here doubting, like, okay, vision board sounds nice, sounds lovely, love vision boards, but can this really work to help me manifest a better postpartum experience? And fair point, brain, The really cool thing about vision boards, and we can kind of start diving into the material, is because I want to make this short and quick for you, but also powerful. I want us to do some deep work in the short time that we have together today. Today we're going to just acknowledge those fears, right? They're real. We're going to acknowledge the expectations. We're going to acknowledge the possibility that yes, maybe you are at higher risk, that's what the science shows, of experiencing postpartum depression, postpartum anxiety, again, if you have the first time. However, there is also so much science, research, and knowledge just to ground you into the possibility that things actually can get better for you. There is so much science and evidence out there that can help get your logical mind on board, help you believe to your core that there are some things that you can do to help your chances of making this time better. We can even start by giving yourself proof, right? Think of where you were in your first postpartum without getting too far into it, just how you felt, like the overall vibe of it. And then think of how far you have come since. Think of how you are now. Think of maybe even how more relaxed you are in this pregnancy compared to postpartum. You can start showing your mind evidence of how you've already got yourself up and out of a lot of this. And vision boarding is just one tool. Our minds are so visual. It's one thing that your mind can anchor onto and use as proof, just like your memories did just now, of your own transformation, but pulling you into the future. A vision board can anchor in a state, a feeling, something visual, tangible in your real life that your mind can get on board with and get used to. And then you can start to feel into the energy and just the reality of a postpartum experience that feels different. Because this is one of the key things that I want you to feel into today, and for you to be open to today, is the real possibility and the real likelihood, especially doing the inner work, that this postpartum is going to feel so much better, lighter, freer, just like more peaceful with both of your babies. And this exercise today is going to help you do that. So this sounds like where you've been, where you're heading. You're open to creating a postpartum that feels better. You really, truly, deep down desire that, and you're willing to take some steps like listening to this video to help you get there, then this vision board party is for you, and welcome in. So we are going to get started. We're making space for your fears, the nerves, the what ifs, and not getting into them though today. You're already well aware of them. You know how you feel. You know the thoughts that come up about postpartum. You know the stories, or you can start to pay attention to the stories that come up for you when you think of postpartum and what you associate that time with. And we're gonna start to gently, those things exist, they've existed, and we're gonna boldly and bravely, one little step at a time, walk towards what you actually want to create this time around. And this is just such a fun way to do it. And what you actually want this time around, you can answer it yourself. I know for many of you, it's probably going to be just be holding your baby this time, like those simple little moments where it's you alone with your new baby. And this time, I want you to just blow your own mind with how still and good and quiet and lovely you feel while holding that baby. Like, I want just like all of the swear words. If you're someone who swears, I actually don't swear, but I want all the swear words and like the oh my gosh cuss words going through your mind, being like, holy crap, I am shocked, in awe, and so thankful and happy that I get to feel like this time around. Like, I've blown my own mind at my own transition from where I was before, riddled with anxiety, not feeling like myself, literally taking it one step, one day at a time, holding it together the best you possibly could. And you did such a good job for you and your babies. And I want you to feel so in awe, so grateful at where you are now and where you are with your new baby. And I just want you to be holding that baby and just have this feeling of like, there's nowhere else in the world I would rather be. Because that is the vibe for this postpartum. There is nowhere else in the world you would rather be. That's how much you cherish it, accept it, can find peace in it, and are able to soak it in and just really be present with both of your babies. And I had like this little prayer come through as I was planning out what we were going to talk about today, and I was just like envisioning it, and I remember being in this myself. Like, I want you to be in this space where you're just, instead of like crying in pain this time, I want you to be crying happy tears so much more often, and to just be thanking God for this baby and this redemption baby that you got to enjoy so much. The prayer that came through was like, thank you, God, for my child and my first baby as well as my current baby. My first baby taught me so much, showed me what unconditional love looks and feels like, and is my light, is always encouraging me to shine for myself and also for them. Like, I have learned so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for my new baby, who I get to appreciate and be with from this whole new level and perspective. Thank you, God, for me, for being here, for getting through, rising up, moving forward, raising up and out and into where I am now. Thank you for showing me a new way, bringing it into my reality, and always faithfully giving me the right next step to take, the right next thought to have, the right support or help to guide me. Surround me with the right people, resources, steps to take, ways to empower myself to be able to get exactly what I want or better. Thank you for being here, saying this to you now, for sharing this time together. And we're going to create a vision board. So we've already started to do this. We've already started to, just acknowledge where things were, bring up some of the nerves that might still be there, hold space for those, and at the same time, we're making space for something new. That's what we've done even in the first few minutes of our time together. And all you've had to do is sit and listen and be open and receive. So see how beautiful this work gets to be. Sometimes it is just a matter of just opening up, allowing in something new, holding space, and just using this time intentionally to acknowledge how far you've come, acknowledge where you are going, and anchor in the feelings of where you're going into the present moment so that they become your baseline, so that the peaceful postpartum you want to have, the present moments with your baby in your living room, out for walks, still having the energy to play with your new baby, maybe work in your business or go back to your career. We are bringing that reality into the now by bringing those feelings into the now, by shifting your baseline, or just ensuring that your baseline is also able to be present and soaking in and enjoying your life now. By doing that, by enjoying your days now, by doing fun things like coming to a vision board party for postpartum while you're pregnant, and just having the intention to just enjoy all of it, be present for all of it, be excited about where you're going, but also be just like so in awe and just so thankful for where you are. All that mindset, that energy, just that way of being just stacks up, and it just becomes your identity, and it becomes more easy to carry on even through the hard parts of life, even through the sleep deprived parts of life, even through the more vulnerable parts of life. Like postpartum is just gonna be your baseline by practicing these things now. So that's one of the reasons we're doing this while you're pregnant, is you have the space, you have the time to play and raise up your vibration, pay attention to your energy, your intuition, daydream, let yourself have fun, play into the future, and also just soak in and cherish this time too. And I know that your first child is helping you do that so much, because aren't they so present, like so engrossed in like whatever moment they're in. They're just such a beautiful lesson in presence, and they help us practice it constantly. So I just know you're already doing that. And this is just a beautiful way to celebrate where you're going and where you are. So I want us to have a lot of fun today. So we're going to create a vision board. You're going to walk away with some really clear images to put on your vision board. I'll share you a template. But when I was thinking of this, I decided I want this to be really easy for you, powerful for you, and really delightful for you to experience. I want this can be a whole experience, okay? And you're pregnant. I am not pregnant. And so let me do the heavy lifting for you. I want you to simply focus on getting as comfy as you possibly can. So if you're not in a comfy spot right now, get in a comfy spot. And I am going to guide you on a quick journey, a meditation experience, to see and feel into exactly what you uniquely want to create through your own 4th trimester experience. And we're going to focus on the first few months after your baby is born, the vibe of that. All you need to do is sit back, get comfy, relax, close your eyes, and just be open to what pops into your brain first. So that's your job. Sit back, get comfy, be open, pay attention. I will guide you through this, okay? So after we do that, I'll guide you through the next steps, but right now, pause if you need to get comfy, or if you are already super comfy and ready to go, let us begin. All right, so close down your eyes if they're not yet, and put your hands on your belly. Just take a few cleansing breaths. Take a deep breath in, right down to your belly, and on the exhale, just relax your whole body. And we're gonna do that again. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, relax your whole body. Okay, we are gonna get in touch with your little baby in there. And with your hands on your belly and your focus on them, just say hi. Just say hi to them. Ask them how they're doing in there today. Ask if they're comfy with you right now. And ask if they want to play a game and play into the future together, because this is their journey too. This is going to be their 4th trimester too, and you guys are in this together. This is really fun. Okay. Oh, I wasn't planning on this going here, so this is very fun. Okay. So with your little baby, if they give you the permission, if they don't, just carry on your own. I have a sense that they'll want to do this with you, but get them to join you moments after birth, and you are holding them and locking eyes for the first time. You both squeal in delight. Oh my gosh. Relief, delight, or at looking at each other. Okay, they are here safely in the future when it was the right, perfect time for them to come. And you meet them. And a few days later, you are at home in your living room. You are so freaking proud of yourself because you've just shown up in such a beautiful way over the first few days of being together. Your attention was freed up, your time was freed up to pour into only 2 things: them, their needs, feeding them, changing them, skin to skin, so much skin to skin, cuddling them, staring at them, how perfect they are. And the other thing your attention has gone to is yourself. Just being really gentle on yourself in how you speak to yourself, how you care for yourself, even just how lovely and gentle and nurturing you are every time you go to the bathroom, every time you have to change a pad, every time you pop a padsicle in, or an Advil. You've just been so kind and gentle on yourself, and I just want you to acknowledge how valuable that has been. And I also want you to acknowledge the support that you allowed for yourself, the unprecedented levels of support you allowed for yourself in these first few days. You haven't lifted a finger that you didn't want to lift. The meals were made, you didn't have to make them. You have done 0 laundry. You have done 0 anything except the parts of caring for your baby that you've wanted to pour so much into, and being gentle on yourself, making sure you've eaten, making sure you're taking care of yourself as you heal after birth, and making sure things are gentle and you get rest. When you think of one word or phrase or image to describe these first few days and how they felt, what pops in for you? What has support looked or felt like for you? Anchor it in with a visual. Doesn't have to make sense, doesn't have to be logical. Could be a picture of water. It could be a roll of sushi. It could be a cozy knit blanket. It could be sunlight pouring in on your duvet. It could be skin to skin. It could be anything. Remember what this is for you. This is going to be your first vision, your first thing that you place on your vision board, okay? You can remember 3 things, so don't worry, you don't have to write it down. You don't, or if you want to, you can. But stay with me, okay? This is your first item, your first vibe for the vision board. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Say to yourself for those vibes, for feeling into the first few days, and I'm going really well. Next, we are gonna draw our attention to 2 weeks in, 2 to 3 weeks in. And you're getting into the groove. You're getting used to your new baby. And you have 20 minutes with your first child. And you are playing something with them. Something lovely that delights you both. Something gentle that brings you and them joy. What are you doing? Where are you? Could be in your living room, playing cars or blocks on the floor. It could be at your kitchen table, doing a puzzle, coloring, playing with Play-Doh. Could be outside, watching them go down the slide. Could be blowing bubbles in your back garden, planting flowers like little seeds into little pots at a table outside. What is it? What are you doing? You are so thrilled in this moment because it's you locking eyes with your first baby. So much joy in both of your eyes. And you are both giggling at something. You are both laughing hysterically at. And you pause. And you think, wow, this is my dream. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm in awe that this is my life. I'm in awe that this is how I get to feel within it. My baby is being cared for, rocked, loved by my partner or my favorite family member. And I'm just free right now to be with my first. And I had this goal of being so present with my first. And I know that our bond is unbreakable. But even with the doubts or the how is it going to work with 2, or will I have time for both, or what if my connection changes, it's like we can handle this change. We were meant for this change. We were meant to be this type of family, and I'm so grateful that I do get both. I'm so connected to my first baby. I'm having so much fun with them. The quality of my time with them is so valuable, so precious, so needed, so nurturing for both of us. And I'm deeply connected to my new baby too. I get all of it. And just soak all of that in. Let that beautiful energy swell around you, that vision that you have the connection you get to have with your babies and with yourself, the joy you get to feel with your babies and with your life. This is inevitable. This is beautiful. And you are anchoring that in now. You are capable of feeling that. You literally just felt it. So that is the undeniable proof that you need that it is possible to feel this in your bones. And it's possible for you to feel it now. And it's possible for you to feel it then. You are literally practicing like an athlete, rehearsing that big race. You are bringing that reality into your reality by bringing it into the now. And so, if you could choose one word, one phrase, see one picture in your mind, go with what comes up for you, because some of us are visual, some of us are auditory. What do you see or hear that describes this moment right now? Few weeks in, with your first baby, in pure joy, playful energy, being with them. Bring in that image or word, whatever comes to your head. Again, it doesn't have to be logical. It might be really, really tangible. And just lock that in. That is going to be your second image of the vision board, okay? Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to travel a little bit forward. Thank you moment. Thank you few weeks in. Thank you joy, even in my tender state, even in the thickest, foggiest part of the newborn stage, that I'm capable of tapping into that epicness. Thank you. I will take that. And then we are going to travel forward. Not too quickly. You're present along the way. You soak it in. Every day you drop into moments like that. Even the chaotic ones, even the tired ones. You find moments and you create space for moments where you drop in and feel those feelings every day. Presence, joy, peace is your baseline. It is your normal. And you can find that every single day. Even if it's not when you first wake up, it might take some of the day, it might take some naps, it might take some mental pep talks for yourself, it might take some extra support some days, but you will always find and feel that every single day. I know, because that's proof. That's happened to me. Let me be the example for you. I overcame anxiety. I experienced that every single day, no matter what, at some point. You get to do that too. And you might already be doing that in your day-to-day, so use yourself as proof too. So you keep soaking it in. You cherish the baby stage. You find you enjoy the baby stage, the little milestones, the first smile, the first laugh, getting stronger to sit up, the eye contact, the interaction, the playfulness, the bond between your babies. It is all coming to life. And at some point, you find you're 6 months in. Your baby is 6 months old. Your first child is 6 months older than they were when your baby was born. You are 6 months into postpartum. You are in the groove. You are in more of a routine, a rhythm, going with the flow. But things feel more predictable, more steady, more grounded. You are so in tune with your babies. You know what they need. You know when your baby's going to want to nap, around how long they typically are until they nap, until they wake up. You spend your nap times doing what feels good for you. Sometimes that's a nap, sometimes it's a rest, sometimes it's a quiet play, sometimes it's playful play with your child, sometimes it's laundry, dishes, whatever, business. And wherever you are, because we're all going to be in a different spot. Our maternity leaves look different, your life looks different. So picture where you will be 6 months postpartum. And I just want you to give yourself like a big hug here, because you made it to 6 months postpartum. So proud of you. So proud of you. And I want you to think of what your favorite activity is to do, either with your family or alone, at 6 months postpartum. What is something right now that is lighting you up, that you are so excited to get to do? It could be something that you do every day, could be a walk outside, it could be a morning coffee on your back step as you soak in the sunlight, could be a stroller walk through the trees in a path in your neighborhood, could be a coffee date with a friend. It could be creating something in your business or doing a craft or doing something that is unique to you that you absolutely love, where you get sucked in and lost in time. What is that for you? Come up with whatever has popped in for you that feels the most compelling, most exciting. It could be something you've been imagining for a while, and it could be something totally unexpected or new, or like an old part of you used to love to do. Whatever it is, just go with it. That is something that is going to bring you joy. It is something that you can tangibly plan for, put into your schedule, put into your calendar, and that will be an anchor point for freshly postpartum you, for you 2 months in, 3 months in, 4 months in, for you that some days you wake up and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. But you know you have things for you that bring you joy, raise you up, lift your energy up, raise your vibration up in your future. It reminds you of the fluidness of this time, how much things change and evolve and grow in this time, including you, including your days, including the routines, including the nights where you just feel like you're up so many times, including all of it. You know you have that, and joy is in your future, and that could be something you can anchor into, bring into your schedule sooner as needed. Whenever you need to feel like you feel that connection to you and the joy you want to feel in this stage. Sum up that activity with a word, a picture, a phrase, and that is your third anchor point. Thank you, 6 months you postpartum. Thank you for the joy you're experiencing and living and creating and putting into your life on purpose. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for showing us what is possible. Okay. With that beautiful energy swirling around you, you can place that down. Know that it's there in your future, not to rush to, something you'll get to experience as time slowly unfolds. And just gently bring yourself back into right now. Bring your attention back right now to your baby in your tummy. Give them a little hug with your arms wrapped around your belly. You're about to embark on the most beautiful adventure together. And you've got glimpses into it, but there is so much more, so many more beautiful core memories, your favorite memories that weren't even included in that. And you have so much to look forward to together. so, so, so much. And including right now, including this literal moment together right now. And before we close, I want you to take a moment to just connect with your baby and ask them what word or phrase or image or activity would they like to bring to your attention to represent right now and the rest of your pregnancy. It could be a vibe, an image, a color. Could be sparkly light. It could be an activity. It could be a time of day. It could be anything. How do they want you to feel? What is the vibe that they are calling in for right now and the rest of your pregnancy with you? And just take a moment to listen and to connect. And know that you can come back to this connection at any point. And thank them for sharing. And what they just gave you is the fourth element of your vision board. Might be a fourth picture, it could be the background picture. But that is underneath it all. That is the foundation that is going to call in, unlock, open up the path to all the other experiences. And that is so beautiful. And you can thank your baby, give them one last little cuddle for now, and you can slowly start to come back into your space. You can wiggle your toes, stretch your arms. When you're ready, just gently open your eyes. And now you have some beautiful anchor points, some visuals, feelings, the essence of how you want to feel at really key milestones of your postpartum experience, of how it feels when everything's fresh, of how everything feels a few months in when you're still in that thick of the newborn stage in this wild, unique chapter where everything's still different and new. And then 6 months in where you just have your groove and you're in it and you're adjusting so well to your family life. And we've anchored in some new feelings here for you, and hopefully you feel hope. I would love if you can message me. Let me know how you feel now about what you experienced and what you felt and what you're calling in. What did you see? Because the beautiful thing here is you will have, I could never guess what you have just seen. Everyone's going to experience and feel and see something slightly different. Even the same image or the same scene lands differently, So I would love to hear if you're willing to share what you experienced. But most importantly, I hope you take this with you. I hope you hold this with you. It can live in your body now, And your action steps now are to take a few minutes, set aside the next 10, 15 minutes, 20, whatever you have time for, but do it now. If you can't do it now, if you're like, I don't know, can't do it now for some reason, do it today, okay? Or you'll forget, Do it while it's fresh, do it while the feelings are fresh, and fill in the template, the vision board, with the images, the words, or the sentiments that just came up for you. They're linked, okay? And fill it in. And then, after you fill it in, this is really important. I want you to set it somewhere you're going to see it regularly. Could be your phone screen background. So every time you click on your phone, you see this pathway to where you want to be and how you want to experience. Because it's not just about getting to 6 months. That's not what we're doing here at all. We are feeling good and soaking in and being present in pregnancy, soaking in this beautiful chapter, and then you're doing that for every single chapter. You're bringing ease into every single chapter. You're bringing in gentleness, kindness to yourself, health, vitality at every single chapter, connection at every single chapter. And this is just to remind you of that, of your values, of the sentiment and the feelings attached. That's the most important thing. So I need to put it somewhere you're going to see it all the time. Your phone screen background, it could be your desktop background. If you have a printer, print it out and just pop it on your mirror in your bathroom. You'll see it when you're brushing your teeth. You don't even have to be like consciously like focusing on all the time, but you're gonna see this. It's just gonna be in your periphery, and it's just gonna settle in, anchor it in, and then you're gonna be like, yeah, that's my life. So do that, because that's the whole point of this, and it's just going to help you anchor it in even deeper after you exit off this video today. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found it relaxing, inspiring, hopeful, and beyond that, I hope it just showed you what is possible, and your mind is opening up to the possibility, to the reality that you get to have an incredible 4th trimester experience, that you are incredibly powerful, that one small step, one small video at a time is capable of raising your vibration, you know, becoming a match to what you want, and most importantly, to just loving your life, loving motherhood, loving this chapter now as well, and enjoying yourself as you do it. And hopefully this vision boarding party helped you enjoy the now a little deeper too, and that you got beautiful little messages and just a great experience with your baby in this exact chapter now. So that's it. Next time I'm going to, if you want to come back, would love to have you back. I'm going to be going over 3 pieces of proof that you can give yourself right now in pregnancy that this postpartum experience gets to be better. And I'm going to share with you the one thing that you can do now to bring that into your reality. So that will be linked below when available, or you'll just find it in the next epi. And thank you so much for being here. I've loved doing this with you, and I'll see you next time.